Give me some time to think. I'm in the bathroom looking at me. Facing the mirror is all I need. Wait until the Reaper takes my life. Never gonna get me out alive. I will live 1,000 million lives.
My patience is waning. Is this entertaining? My patience is waning. Is this entertaining?
Was right. Feeling like a boulder hurtling, seeing all the vultures circling, burning in the flames I'm working in, turning in the bed that's darkening.
My patience is waning. Is this entertaining? My patience is waning. Is this entertaining?
Got this feeling, yeah, you know, where I'm losing all control. 'Cause there's magic in my bones.
Turning the pages of my life, walking the path so many paced 1,000,000 times. Drown out the voices in the air, leaving the ones that never cared. Picking the pieces up and building to the sky. My patience is waning. Is this entertaining? My patience is waning.
Is this entertaining?
Ah, yes. Well, looky here, what do we have? Another pretty thing ready for me to grab. But little does she know that I'm a wolf in sheep's clothing. 'Cause at the end of the night, it is her I'll be holding. I love you so, hey, that's what you'll say. You'll tell me, baby, please don't go away. But when I play, I never stay. So every girl that I meet, yeah, this is what I say. Run away, baby, before I put my spell on you. You better get away, darling, 'cause everything you heard is true. Your poor little heart will end up alone, 'cause Lord knows I'm a rolling stone. So you better run away, baby. Ah, yeah. Well, let me think, what should I do? So many eager young bunnies that I'd like to pursue. Now even though they're eating out the palm of my hand, there's only one carrot and they all gotta share it. I love you so, hey, that's what you'll say. You'll tell me, baby, please don't go away. But when I play, I never stay. So every girl that I meet, yeah, this is what I say. Run away, baby, before I put my spell on you. You better get away, darling, 'cause everything you heard is true. Your poor little heart will end up alone, 'cause Lord knows I'm a rolling stone. So you better run away, baby. See, I ain't tryna hurt you, baby. No, I just wanna work you, baby. Yup, see, I ain't tryna hurt you, baby. No, I just wanna work you, baby. If you scared, you better run. You better run. You better run. You better run away, baby, before I put my spell on you.
me, Johnny. As you can clearly see, I'm stuck at the bottom of a well. But don't worry. I said don't freaking worry! I'm fine. Because I have some tricks to keep me calm. And while you might be stuck at the bottom of a freaking well, you might also be experiencing some anxiety. Maybe you're new to the school, by the way. Welcome. Maybe you're taking a really difficult class and you're worried about how you're going to do. Maybe you're worried about your grades since, the quarter's almost over. I don't know. The point is that these could be helpful in a lot of scenarios. So how about I just share these little tips with you? The first thing I have done is I have started to cut off all the caffeinated beverages that I usually drink. This is because caffeine can quite literally trigger the fight or flight response, which obviously can cause anxiety to get worse and even cause anxiety attacks. I personally haven't had a sip of coffee in about a minute, which for me is a personal record. Second, I bust out my handy dandy stress management and relaxation techniques. These can range from visualization exercises to yoga or maybe even meditation. Personally, I am visualizing myself anywhere other than this freaking well, with the exception of New Jersey. I have standards. Third, breathe. Specifically do stuff like box breathing, where you inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, and then exhale for 4 seconds. Just repeat that a bunch of times. And that's really good for focus. And there's also the 4-7-8 technique, which is good for calming yourself down. I really need that right now. First you inhale through your nose about 4 seconds, hold for 7 seconds, then exhale through your mouth for 8 seconds. And now the fourth thing I do is I usually try and talk to someone else about what I'm struggling with. Can't really do that here! Talking with other people can help you identify your emotions, identify obstacles keeping you from improving your mental health, and also just make the stress a little bit more bearable. A good place to start is by talking to your school counselor. I heard they have a new one. That's cool. Fifth, make sleep a priority. When you don't get enough sleep, you aren't letting your body and mind recharge. Sleep deprivation can cause lower attention span, poor judgment, poor concentration, and reduce awareness of your environment and just any situations around you. Maybe that's how I didn't notice the gaping hole in the ground, but, well, anyways, that's the end of my segment. Goodbye, Pooter. Oh no, it starts to rain. Oh God. Someone please get me out of here. No!
I'm never gonna look back.
we begin? Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
So my best 3 words to describe the pandemic would be unheard of, different, and just real, obviously.
Just boring and long.
Lonely, anxious, and dark.
Stoic, spiritual, and weird.
Growth, autonomy, and fun.
Weird, different, and sad.
Stressful, heartbreaking, and just overall a scary event.
Depressing, very boring, and unsocial. Well, at the beginning, I didn't really have any expectations of it. It was really like an unreal moment. But like, I would say like in the beginning, I thought it was never gonna end at all. I thought it would like last like 50 years or more. I still don't even know because it's still going on today.
I thought the pandemic would last about 3 to 5 months.
So when it first started, I genuinely thought COVID was gonna last a couple of weeks, maybe 1 or 2 weeks, like they were saying in the news, but it kept getting drug out, you know, another 2 weeks, another 3 weeks, you know, eventually got drug out a couple of years.
When it first popped up, I looked it up on Google, like pandemics in general, and like they all said that like they lasted like a couple years or like just like a lot of years. So I was thinking we're in for like 5-10-ish years, I don't know. I was just thinking like it was gonna last quite a while.
I thought the pandemic would have lasted like a month and a half, 2.
The hardest time for me was definitely just like the transition between my parents' house. I was staying with my mom during COVID, and it was really hard to keep in touch with my dad and my mom, and because my mom was working a full-time job, and it was really hard to just keep in touch with my parents, and I was mostly alone for pretty much all of the pandemic.
I actually got COVID during COVID, and I was like, there was like this point in time where I was in my room, just me, for like 2 weeks, just like in the dark, just like, it was kind of like weird, just because I was by myself, isolated.
Reducing myself over like a computer screen and not being able to see my classmates like faces and what they look like and not being able to talk to them at all.
My darkest moment probably had to be not being able to see my friends and not being around people all the time. I'm such a people person, and I love it. I love being around people. So that was hard.
The first thing I honestly did was just go out shopping with friends, because when I first moved here, the pandemic closed down everything before I actually got to get out in life. So I just took the chance to just go out there and just spend money, honestly.
I haven't gone to an event, but I have gone shopping since then, which was really nice.
My sister in Nebraska. It was really cool.
I got to visit my cousin in California because I haven't seen her in like 2 years before I went to visit her, and yeah, just traveling and stuff.
I definitely took going out and doing things for granted, so I definitely don't do that anymore.
I get to see a lot of my friends a lot more often, and I'm on the dance team, and we actually get to like have people at the competitions, and we get to like enjoy the competitions and stuff like that.
When we came back to school and everyone was here, it brought back that normalness, and it was pretty cool to just like have that feeling again, like we're here. Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Felt weird because we were always wearing masks and everything, so it was like, a little ishy, but the pandemic was still there.
I think from the pandemic, I learned to be like, it definitely helped with like independence, because like you were just by yourself a lot, and I think that was like the biggest thing I got from the pandemic going forward. It's like I could do a lot of stuff by myself.
It's gotten better because I realized a lot more to live freely and to enjoy every day as it comes, because it was such an abrupt change, and being able to have like everything back slowly but surely is so calming, knowing that everything's going to be okay.
Free, joyful, and exciting.
Outdoorsy, fantastic, and just overall amazing.
My post-COVID was exciting, active, and social.
Say fun, cool and chill.
Peace, love, and fresh air.
Eye-opening, joyous, and free.
Happy, personable, and energetic.
A little bit of love goes a pretty long way. Take a look at where you started from and where you are today. You climbed mountains, swam oceans, you got knocked down and kept going. In the end, you know you gotta say a little bit of love goes a pretty long way. All your wounds are healing fine. I'm so glad I got you in my life. Now the winter frost is gone. Now is our chance to live the life we want. A little bit of love goes a pretty long way. Everybody's lost, and that's okay. Some show it, some hide it, but there's a battle we're all fighting. So if you're looking for the words to say, a little bit of love goes a pretty long way. Holding on to the rapid speed, walking down the sunny side of the street. Shadows creeping at your back. You can forget I'm like an amnesiac.